Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. My enthusiasm as of recently, you could probably tell, and this is the first thing I want to go ahead and say, has been down. And the reason why it hasn't been as so enthusiastic on my videos of lately is because every spring, every 23rd spring, they come out and they feed off me. Pollen, allergies. They really fuck me up. It affects my eyes, it affects my nose, it affects just about everything. I have to snort all the time. I hate it. If you have allergies, you understand that you just don't feel your 100% when they affect you or when they hit. And that's been me for the past few days now. Hell, I'd even say it's probably about a week. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into some Sam and Colby reacts, get, that energized feeling going, because, I'm a really big fan of these guys. This is something different. Scariest serial killers, haunted possessions. This should be fun. If I had to guess one of these, and not every serial killer object is probably haunted, but they like to use the term haunted because, well, haunted is, it's paranormal, right? It's just something that belonged to a serial killer, if I had to guess. We'll see what they say. But anyways, guys, if you like this type of content, you want some more content like this, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, get the video over to 100 likes, and I will continue watching Sam and Colby reacts if you guys so wish. And let's go ahead and dive into the video. I'll give you guys my thoughts during and, of course, after the video.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today, we're going to be reacting to the scariest serial killer artifacts ever known to mankind, and then ranking them on a tier list. Also, stick around to the end, because we were told by our team that the last item we're reacting to is not even going to be able to be shown on YouTube.
So why are we filming it?
I have no idea. John Wayne Gacy's brain?
Gacy was a building contractor who also worked as a clown named Pogo the Clown at children's parties.
That's terrifying.
Gacy killed 33 young men and boys.
33?
That's a lot more than I expected. I thought it was like 5.
Me too.
He was sentenced to death in...
Okay. No. No, it's not just 5. Unfortunately not. John Wayne Gacy, before I start talking about how always shocked I am with the lack of some information that Sam and Colby have, I just figured they would know this kind of stuff. I mean, they are friends with people who are huge serial killer fans and whatnot, and I always pictured these guys being aware of stuff like this, but then again, maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe I just give them too much credit in some cases, and maybe that's, that's fine. Not everybody knows everything. I certainly don't know everything. I knew this. I knew that he killed over 20+ people. John Wayne Gacy, out of all the serial killers from back in the day, is the one that terrified me the most, and it's because I genuinely like clowns, but also what he did specifically with young boys really unsettled me. I got my reasons why this kind of stuff really unsettles me. I do.
Executed by lethal injection at the Stateville Correctional Center in 1994.
That's that motherfucker that hates us.
This motherfucker reacts to our shit.
He's like a body language analysis guy, and he basically is telling everybody if our videos are real or fake, and sometimes he likes us.
From what I'm seeing, Sam's feeling what he's feeling.
Sometimes he doesn't like us.
They're not good actors and actresses.
But we like you, brother.
After Gacy was executed,
I don't know if that means he necessarily hates you guys. I really hope... Oh, God. Let's not label him as a hater. I don't think he hates you guys. That's going to bring him a little bit of hatred. That's probably going to get some pretty toxic comments in his comment section, unfortunately. But I don't think he hates you guys. And look, you guys, yourselves have announced and have admitted to acting. So that's not really all that crazy. I think you're damn good actors, personally. Especially if you say that the whole Sam Pepper prank was a prank. That's some damn good acting then, Sam. I'm going to give you credit. Colby, maybe not so much. His acting, it's fine. It's fine. It's passable. But unfortunately, God, I wonder what... They definitely have seen me probably then. Oh, I know they've seen me. They probably think I hate them. I mean, I've said a lot more harsh things than a body language guy saying they're bad actors. Oh, I'm sure they think I hate them, which is not the truth at all. Don't get me wrong. If I ever found out that you seriously were faking shit, I'd be disappointed as all hell in you guys, but I wouldn't hate you guys. I've said some harsh shit. Hell, you can say some harsh shit about me. You can look at me and say, this guy, he reacts to our content and he steals our content, and that's fine. I can go with that. It is what it is. I'm a reactor. You're right. There's millions of reactors on YouTube, and I so happen to react to your guys' content. That's fine. It's not like I can't understand where you're going to come from, so you got that on me. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys actually letting me react to your stuff, though. I do. I mean, you guys could literally have all those videos taken down if you wanted to. but you choose not to, which I'm incredibly thankful for, and I'm incredibly grateful for it, and I'm incredibly grateful that you allow me to have my own personal opinion. But please don't label me as a hater, because that's just too much. That's too much right now in the paranormal community, is people labeling people as haters. You know, and this guy's a body analyst, you know, body language analyst guy. So he's not really in for the paranormal that I know of all too much. I feel like I have watched his content before, but I never got the vibe that he hated them personally. I could be wrong about that, though. Maybe he does. I don't know, but I never got that vibe.
His brain was donated for scientific study. Once the examination was complete, Dr. Morrison took possession of his brain.
Is that Zach Bagans?
We love Zach Bagans. He is my ghost.
He's not dead yet.
Oh.
This is terrifying. I am totally...
I thought a brain was
I saw that. I'm confident I saw this when he looked at the brain. I'm confident I've seen it.
I don't know,
Yeah.
bigger and more voluptuous.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little bit more voluptuous as well.
Yeah, like where you could like touch it and like really get into it.
Yeah, because brains have those little like crevices where you can just go like
What
into
does it
it.
sound like?
When Dr. Morrison asks if I want to take a piece of John Wayne
Wait, does he
Gacy's
touch the
brain out
brain?
of the container and hold it.
Hey, why does that look like lunch meat? That just looks like something my mom would put in my lunchbox.
That is concerning.
Here we are trying to connect with the spirit of John Wayne Gacy, and I don't think there's any
He's
better
touching
way
a
than
human
hold
brain!
his brain.
Yeah, no better way to get in touch with a spirit than hold his fucking brain.
That is disgusting. Why?
I would say that is in a sense true. Like, you can sit here and talk about dolls being possessed and items being possessed that belong to them, but I do not see, and you could not get any more personal than holding someone's, like, remains. Like, ashes, a skull, a brain, a heart. I mean, these are things that, a finger, anything that belonged to them, like, to their personal body, I would be like, since I believe in the paranormal, I'd be like, okay, that's probably actually haunted. I would not want that in my house, right? There have been stories, actually, of people keeping ashes around, hoping that their loved ones who had passed away would actually be around after they had passed, keeping their ashes in their house. You know, people actually have experienced things that, you know, their loved one used to do when they were alive in their house because they kept the ashes around, and they believe personally that the ashes are what keep them there. I mean, that's a real thing going around, you know? That's a real thing that people believe in. And I'm not sure if I believe in it my personal self, that it keeps, like, their energy like bound to the house, and that the only way to get rid of their energy is if, like, you get rid of them or, like, set their ashes free by spreading them or something like that. I don't know.
Wash your hands.
Have you ever touched a brain? Your brain game on point?
I feel like we have.
Don't they like do that in high school science class? You
Yeah.
touch like a frog brain or a pig
Is
brain?
it a frog or is it it's a cat? Dude, that was horrifying.
You dissect cats in high school.
It was scarring.
Like they're teaching them to be serial killers. Did you guys do that? So, how terrifying do you think John Wayne Gacy's brain is on a tier list scale?
I think that's pretty dang scary. But it's also just an organ. And everybody
Everyone has it.
brains.
Everyone's got brain.
Everybody gives a brain.
I'll give that a solid B at least.
like
B
that
for
for
brain. Give it up for brain. W's in the chat if you have a brain. Alright, what does he do?
You see, I think, and this is probably where I feel like the weight behind it is kind of scary. I mean, obviously, this comes from the man who was really not even a man, in my opinion. He was just a demon. And in itself, you want to talk about demonic entities, there are demons in the real world. And John Wayne Gacy was absolutely one of those things. The weight behind that brain and who it used to belong to, who used to walk around on the streets like any other ordinary person, is, in a sense, like, extremely terrifying to know where it came from.
When he clowns.
I could put on clown makeup and I was relaxed.
What?
ZB was holding that dude on the screen's brain in his hands? Isn't that weird to just think
Oh
about?
wait, that is weird to think about. That guy is dead.
And ZB was
No shit.
caressing his crevices of his brain.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want another man
Your
caressing my crevices after I'm dead.
You don't want another man to touch your brain?
Was not used.
Okay, and I got another serious question for you guys, because it seems like you are more supportive than against this whole paranormal couples method. How would you like it if someone, let's say when you die, you weren't around anymore, you went straight to heaven. Now imagine if there was a couple around in the world of the living using your name and pretending to be you, to talk to your children and your children's children, your grandchildren. Yes, it is very strange to have someone touching your body parts when you are gone. That is 100% understandable. Or we can go back to the Conjuring series and talk about how you guys danced on those graves. Would you want someone dancing on your grave when you died? Be pretty disrespectful, wouldn't it? But going back to the paranormal couple, do you not find that to be a pretty horrible and horrid thing? Now, instead of looking at this debunking stuff and saying people are still trying to debunk, which clearly has already been debunked, why not have the cojones, or at least say we're aware it's not real? The evidence is pretty clear. The way that they are responding to all this controversy is pretty straight up, unquestionable, like they're hiding something. Why don't we find that to be suspicious? And why do we always give them the benefit of the doubt when we ourselves do not like the concept of being disrespectful to the dead? And again, that comment that Sam just made and Colby just made about them getting their brains touched after they had died, I'm not sure if I would like that. Now imagine how the other people feel not being able to make that statement like you guys are because you guys are still alive. They can't make that statement. They can't sit here and say, hey guys, you know, we really appreciate if you actually kept our names out of your mouths and stopped using us for your own personal clout, for your own personal financial gain, or for your own publicity. We don't appreciate that. But they can't say that. I find that to be fucked up. As well as I find it to be fucked up that if someone was touching your brain and you would personally were not okay with it. You know, there's a thing that, you know, you can donate your body to science, and that would pretty much tell you, and that's your own personal choice to make that decision. If you want people to, you know, mess with your body parts and stuff after you die, maybe give them to people who might be dying themselves, and you could save lives that way. You could do that, and that would have been your choice, but clearly you wouldn't be okay with that. Is that a little hypocritical in your guys' opinions? Could I be completely wrong here? Having watched a lot of Sam and Colby content, having watched a lot of paranormal content, having a lot of personal preferences and personal opinions about all these paranormal investigations I've watched, and even the paranormal in general, because I've experienced my own things, these are things that I would find to be insulting, disrespectful, and in some cases really disgusting. But that's just my opinion. You can either agree or disagree with me. The people who clearly have authority to handle this situation, I feel like, and put an end to all the bullshit, don't want to speak up about it. And that's sad to me. But if we're aware that people are being taken advantage of and conned in probably the most hurtful way, personal way, why can't we put an end to it when we know it's clearly obviously fake? I don't know. Sorry. When I heard that comment, that just immediately struck me as like, that's kind of weird that you would say that.
And for a lure to draw kids to you
No, it was fun being a clown because...
No. Like, just like looking around like the most guilty motherfucker ever.
Why do you think that?
You can do it yourself or just...
Watch the John Wayne Gacy tapes. This guy was, oh my God, a horrible liar. He couldn't lie worth a shit.
Let yourself go and act a fool. It was only twice a month that I did.
He's going twice a month to kids' parties. That would have been a red flag. Gacy's clown costume. Original clown suits worn by John Wayne Gacy when he was going to these children's parties. Ew. Knowing his creepy clown situation and then the fact that he killed 33 people, what do we think the actual clown outfits would be in terms of scary artifacts?
Well, I don't think this compares at all to his brain.
No.
I think this might be like a D.
I think it's a D. Ted Bundy's VW Bug.
Well, seeing that the brain is like a personal thing that came from John Wayne Gacy's body, not like a costume where you can take it off and, you know, put it back in the drawer or hang it in the closet. This was a personal body part, and I don't think you can get more haunting or creepy than a personal body part from the person who actually committed all these crimes. So when it comes to that, I would give the brain an A. The fact that they gave it like I think a B or a C is kind of shocking to me. I would give it like an A. And then the costume, I would give about a B or a C. But that's just me. I don't think you can get more, like if there were ever such things as haunted objects, the body parts, I can definitely see being haunted.
Ted Bundy killed upwards of 30 women, luring his early victims to this VW Bug, asking them to help him with his bags. When he was first pulled over by the police in '75, the arresting officers found a crowbar, garbage bags, an ice pick, handcuffs, and a mask made from pantyhose. Having
the getaway car and the car that you're keeping all the artifacts in, I feel like that's a pretty big find.
Yeah, not as good as Gacy's brain.
Yeah, not as good as the brain. I would give it a good C though.
Big C for car?
For car? I think we're spelling good words here.
Car! Get it, guys?
C goes for car. They're gonna be like, okay, Sam and Colby have definitely deteriorated on their channel.
Guys, we did an exclusive investigation for Explore Club 2.0 at the Old Pasadena Bridge, which we investigated like 10 years ago for one of our first investigations ever, and we're giving you part 1 for free.
Guys, this investigation happened when we didn't know anything about ghost hunting, and we played the Ouija board. So we decided for Explore Club, why not go back, use real equipment, and make a return of the Ouija board.
Yeah. So guys, if you want to see part 1 for free, go to the link in the description or samandcolby.com/bridge. You're not going to want to miss this one.
Now back to the video. Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses.
Jay Webb's biggest cock on the block has those. Sorry. Yeah, he has them. I've seen them.
What do you mean you've seen them?
He's shown me Jeffrey's glasses.
Wait, Jay Webb's took you into his house, pulled out his glasses, and showed you them?
Yes. And they were real, and they were right in front of my face.
Weird, was it big?
Huge.
Like the glasses?
Yes.
Okay. So you saw those glasses?
I think these ones were the ones, but he had multiple glasses. I think.
I forgot other people have other glasses. Yeah.
Scary.
That is pretty intense.
Here's the thing with Dahmer's glasses. It's probably the craziest one so far. Because, if you think about it, those glasses saw everything that was happening.
Right, but you can make the argument John Wayne Gacy's brain made the decisions to kill those people and had those horrible thoughts go through his mind, right? I don't really understand. That makes really no sense to me. The brain is obviously a lot more terrifying than Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses. No offense, Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses I'd put along with John Wayne Gacy's clown costumes, personally. That's just me. I
would say that's like close to S, but maybe an A.
An A? People are gonna roast us though for saying like this is crazier than a brain.
Why though? Because everyone has a brain, but not everyone has glasses. If it was a shirt, I wear a shirt once during a killing.
Yeah.
If I'm a serial killer, okay? If I wear a shirt once ever, and then I change. Not on this channel.
We've never
changed,
these, by the way.
Ever. But with glasses, you wear them every single time, so they saw a lot of shit.
They saw everything.
But a brain is just inside the dome.
But the brain came up with the plan to kill. Brain might be better, actually.
It is,
I just
actually.
talk myself out of that?
Should we go both A?
I think we should move brain up.
No.
Yeah.
Brain and Dahmer glasses are...
I would say Dahmer's glasses, if you're going to go with that, and I'm glad that you caught yourselves, because I was kind of worried that you wouldn't. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I think it's obviously Gacy's brain, and I'm sorry, Dahmer's glasses is below Gacy's brain, 100%. Gacy's brain has to be an S. Okay, I didn't realize there was an S. I'd put Gacy's brain at an S, Dahmer's glasses at a B, then I would put Dahmer's glasses at a B. I'd put John Wayne Gacy's clown costumes at also probably a B, and the car I would put at, because the bodies were in the car, I'd put the car at an A, because the body's actually laid inside the car, so there could have been blood stains and blood, like it. I think they laid in the car. I could be wrong about that.
A. Okay. I just know there's something at the end of this video that's gonna fucking scar us, and I kind of want to keep S open for it.
Okay, stay till the end.
Jack the Ripper's letter to the police. I don't know much about Jack the Ripper.
This letter, believed to have been penned by Jack the Ripper, is one of many he sent between 1888 and 1891. The letter loosely reads, "I send you half the kidney I took from the woman. I preserved it for you. Other piece, I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out if you only wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can."
See, this is a spelling video. Holy shit.
This is.
11 bodies were tied to him while he was still alive, yet he was never caught, and his identity was never discovered.
Never?
The letter sold at auction for over $20,000.
Yo, that's crazy. That just goes to show, if you are a serial killer out there, just speaking to you guys, everyone else can ignore this, stay, like, hidden and unknown. I feel like Jack the Ripper, he is the most known just because everyone's like, who is it? Is it this guy? Is it that guy? Is it that guy?
Yeah, it also happened...
Wait. You just said that you were shocked when you found out that Jack the Ripper was never caught. But now you know all this information. I'm confused on what you guys know and don't know now. Because it sounds like you didn't know who he was, but then you acted like you didn't know who he was. And I'm pretty sure another one that kind of was like Jack the Ripper was actually the Zodiac Killer. But Zodiac was actually almost caught. It was aiming towards Zodiac being caught, but the guy who they were pretty sure was actually the Zodiac Killer, I'm pretty sure died of a heart attack or something like that, or went into cardiac arrest. before they could get to him. I think. I could be wrong about that, or a stroke, something.
In the late 19th century, and so it's a lot harder for people to just like find serial killers.
If we have an actual letter from this guy who sucks at spelling, what do you think that's even worth? $20,000 is actually what it's worth. They sold it in an auction if you will listen.
Oh, okay. My bad. I don't know, dude. I just feel like this is either a D or an F because I just don't like to read letters.
We're gonna give them an F for spelling mistakes.
All right.
That's how important spelling is.
Stay in school.
The purpose of this video.
Guys.
Okay, but like, if I'm gonna get serious with you, Jack the Ripper's actual handwritten letters, I wouldn't give it an F. I'd probably put it with the car. Yeah, probably at a. No, I don't know if I'd put it with the car. We'll go everything after.
If you don't subscribe right now, one of these serial killers might be after you next.
Not these specific serial killers because they're dead, but there is one out right now looking for people that are not subscribed to this channel. We actually hired them.
Just kidding, not trying to scare you, but you should subscribe anyways.
Yeah. Dr. Death's Thanatron?
He was known as Dr. Death. The world was fascinated with Dr. Jack Kevorkian.
It's really the way executions are carried out by...
Pretty sure Zach Bagans has his van, the one that he actually did the assisted suicides in. Yeah.
Lethal injection, except this is self-execution.
Dr. Kevorkian said he took Mrs. Atkins to this park in a van with the machine inside. All Janet Atkins had to do was push a button and lethal chemicals started flowing.
There are many patients that nobody knows about, hundreds of patients.
That van is terrifying, genuinely.
I think this was one of the most controversial things ever.
And there was a cult following of this guy that thought he was doing a good thing. So what do you think about the Thanatron? Thanos. What do you guys think about the Thanos mobile?
The Thanos mobile?
That's actually the most deadly artifact that we've seen on this whole thing.
And it killed the most people.
Ooh, so is that actually one of the best, if not the best on the list so far? That might have to do S for Thanatron.
Is that S for Thanos?
I think that might be S for Thanos, because that is the actual murder weapon.
All right.
Ed Gein.
These couple things are actually, I don't know if the object, the machine, is actually in Zach Bagans' museum. I do know his cauldron, Ed Gein's cauldron, is in Zach Bagans' museum, like Kevorkian's van. Of course they knew about Kevorkian's van. I'm not sure how close these guys are with Zach Bagans, but the way they act, I mean, it seems like they really are fond of Bagans. Which there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you can be a fan of whoever. There's a part of me that's still sort of a fan of Zach Bagans, even knowing I just don't really take much of anything to heart anymore that he says or whatever. It's unfortunate that it got to that point, but there's so much that the guy used to stand for and represent that he just does not represent, I feel like, today. And I've been watching a lot of the recent, Ghost Adventure stuff, and man, the way he treats his crew, I'm not really fond of it, and I don't care what his excuse is. I don't care if he comes out with a video saying that my guys are okay with it, that's just all for a show. To me, it still rubs me the wrong way. Just the way that he talks to some of them. It just does. I'm not fond of it. It's crazy. It's crazy. That whole scenario was crazy.
This curse couldn't... Oh my god! This cauldron is at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum, which is an awesome attraction here in Las Vegas, Nevada. You should go check it out. It's on Times Magazine every single year.
Yep, Zach Bagans is awesome. We suck.
He notoriously dismembered and gutted his victims from his childhood home, where both his abusive mother and older brother
abusive mother.
used the skin of his victims to upholster chairs, their skulls to create bowls, and much worse. Ian's house was searched in 1957 after a local shopkeeper went missing. After being taken into custody, Gein was declared mentally insane. His cauldron of horrors is now on display.
If they say Zach Bagans one more time, I'm gonna fall into this table of artifacts.
I really hope they don't.
His cauldron of horrors is now on display at Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum.
God damn it!
What the fuck is he in every goddamn clip?
Zach Bagans is better than all of us combined. We will never be half the man that Zach Bagans tries to be.
Now, inside Gein's House of Horrors, the police found a large cauldron that played a very dark role in Gein's plan. The madman's last victim was strung up over it, field dressed like a deer, draining blood into the heavy metal pot below. Immediately after the cauldron was found, those who were standing closest to it became severely ill. 5 of them died unexpectedly within the next 18 months. Desperate to get rid of it, the survivors sold it at an auction in 2016 To me.
To me. Ed Gein was known for killing people and then making them into artifacts and cup holders and stuff like that, but like, was he using the cauldron to make them?
I think so.
Yeah, he was actually cooking their organs inside the cauldron, and he was eating out of it, yeah. Yeah, and apparently I actually heard the story of, I think the guy who brought the cauldron in, to my knowledge, he was actually on Deadly Possessions, which I did watch. Very entertaining show. I'm not gonna apologize. There's some things I like. There's certain things I like about Ghost Adventures and that crew. Okay, I have some enjoyment out of it. But now whether I take his investigation seriously anymore, I just don't know. Having said that, Deadly Possessions was a great series. I really enjoyed it. You know, Zach Bagans, regardless of what I think of him, he's a great showsman. He knows how to really get people enthusiastic and really get people talking about some really creepy shit. So I got to give him credit where credit's due. He's a really good showsman. When the guy brought it in, he mentioned that, I'm pretty sure he said that his dad was asked to come in and help tear down the bodies, help them get all the stuff out, because the police that were arresting Ed Gein or trying to clean out the property were too sick to do it themselves. So they actually had to ask the neighbors to come over and help them clean it all up. They couldn't stop vomiting and being absolutely disgusted at the sight they were seeing. Pretty crazy.
I think he would like put them in his little pot.
Like he was like mix them up.
Yeah, he was just like using his little pot.
Yeah, he was just using his pot. Ed Gein just whipping some shit up in the kitchen, right?
So if he was actually using that in his little pot that we've never investigated before, what do you think that is?
If it was after the fact of the death and he was just using them to make the artifacts, then it's less cool. I think this has got to be a C for cauldron.
C for cauldron only makes sense.
I disagree with that one. I mean, I'm confident I heard that this was used to cook organs and eat the organs. I'm pretty sure he was a bit of a cannibal too. I would definitely put that above the bug, Bundy's VW bug, 100%. I would at least put that at a B if I was going by what they're doing.
That's right now.
Honestly. All right, Peter Curtin's severed head. Oh God, is this the last one? The one that we aren't able to show?
Did you know that one of the most gruesome serial killers' preserved head is on display? Peter Curtin was born in Germany in 1883 to an impoverished and abusive household. He claims that he began killing at the age of 9.
What? He started killing at 9 years old?
And eventually became known as the Dusseldorf Vampire for drinking the blood of his victims. He was executed by guillotine on July 2nd, 1931.
Oh,
wow, I just had like a moment of just almost about to cry. My birthday's July 2nd. I was born July 2nd, 1996. Ooh, that really got under my skin right there. That really kind of made me almost cry. Okay.
I'm actually scared.
Wait, what's the clip?
Wait, no, what's about to happen. Here to see if they his fucking severed head.
What?
He was killed by guillotine, so they still have his fucking head.
Oh, no, is that what the artifact is?
It is about to be.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Oh God. Oh God. Okay, okay.
I'm scared.
Oh God. Oh God. I don't think we're gonna show this on YouTube. Wait. Oh! Oh! Fuck!
Wait, that doesn't even look real. Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh!
Oh!
Why is it cut in half?
Oh God, dude! That is in half.
That had everything.
And it wasn't even cut like this or something like that. I feel like most people cut off the head to get the brain, but it was literally straight down the middle.
Why did they do that? The guillotine didn't do that, right?
No. But they cut them this way, and then they cut them this way. It was like, dude, they were making a PB&J sandwich. You gotta cut it once and then twice for the 4 corners.
Yeah, that's true. It's the best way to do it. Well, I just don't know how we can rank this S when we put John Gacy's brain as A.
It's definitely the most disgusting one we saw. I think it's an A.
All right, it's an A.
Honestly, the biggest thing we learned throughout this entire video was that
car starts with the letter C.
We will never, could never possibly achieve the success, amazingness, and attractiveness of Zach Bagans. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, if you like this video, click right here because...
Okay, so that was a pretty good episode. I actually really like that one. I'm more for this kind of stuff than I certainly am probably their unboxing stuff, which is not a really big insult. You know, there's people who still enjoy their unboxing stuff, which, you know, the more power to you. That's awesome. Congratulations. Hell yeah, man. But this was good. I really enjoyed this. I actually have heard of a lot of that stuff, and I feel like I know more about serial killers than Sam and Colby do at this point, which is fine. It's fine. If you're not into learning more about serial killers, that is what it is. It's not a big deal. It is what it is. I'm just shocked some of the times because, you know, they're so big into the paranormal. They're so big into all of this creepy stuff that I just feel like they would have known. but it's just not for everybody, which is completely understandable. I always find it weird when I find out certain dates like July 2nd and something happened those days. Really crazy to me. But getting back into the discussion of the ranking, the body part stuff would have been higher than the machine. I would have put the body parts like the brain and the head at S, and I would have put the machine at A. Anyways, guys, let me know how you would rank them in the comments section. Certainly the body parts would be the highest. That's just my overall thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, go support the original video, and until next time, guys, do take care.
JCARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS has your back. JCARTSARTS is throwing down, coming after me. If you can't stay, JCARTSARTS is through. You won't be meant down.